What's up, fight fans, and welcome to Four Ounces of Freedom. Tonight we're stepping into a whole new area. CFFC officially launched their CFFC Muay Thai division last night with their inaugural show. 13 fights, 8 amateurs, 5 pros. Non-stop action from about 7 p.m. until about, I think it was like 10:30 last night. Fantastic job. Shout outs to Eddie Torres, Rob Haydak, and the entire CFFC team. Went in with little to no expectations to what could come of it. It's the first show. Will it go off with success? Will it sell well? Will it look well from the TV standpoint? We're going to hit all that. We're going to go through about 5 rounds, about 2 minutes per each section, kind of like how their fights are. 5 2-minute rounds, quick and right to the point. Let's get into it. So round 1, expectations. Going in, the only knowledge of Muay Thai I personally have watched has been 1 championships 4-ounce Muay Thai. Ideally, it's the MMA without grappling. They're in 4-ounce MMA gloves, but yet they're still, the 8 limbs of Muay Thai. Every fight has been a banger. You usually catch that for free Friday mornings on YouTube, occasionally Friday nights on Prime, and even just last night, or this morning technically, on pay-per-view. This time we're going into the more regional level. On that side, that gets you more into like the Lion Fights, Warriors Cup, or even more recently, A1 Combat stepped into Muay Thai as well. Basing my expectations on A1's version, wasn't really looking forward to this card. Which, I don't know if that helped the card itself or what. A1's felt very amateurish. Yes, their entire card was amateur, but the production itself was not A1 standard of production, and far from CFFC's production standpoint either. So going into this, I had a low bar to meet, and as long as the showcase went well, I was sold. What I was surprised about was it hit every checkbox. 13 fights. Every fight was a banger. A few of them, maybe the heat got involved. 2300 Arena does get hot. I know there was even some glove tape that was having issues. But for the first show, definitely plausible. Learning experience, fix it the next one. Overall, I regretted not going. I regretted watching it from home, not just because of the platform it was streamed on. That's going to be a whole nother section later on. But the entire environment, it felt like you had to be there. And that's kind of what they needed to hit with their inaugural show. Build that FOMO, get people to really want to be there for the next one. I've had 3 messages from the local crowd. Now, 3 is not a lot, but 3 people who regularly go to shows saying, hey, we're going to the next one. And that's a good sign. And ideally, as this grows, more and more people will want to go not only to CFFC MMA events, Fury grappling events, but also now CFFC Muay Thai. So, expectations started at low bar, exceeded every possibility. Going into round 2, the prelims. I'm sure there's people in attendance who have trained Muay Thai or are more around Muay Thai than I am. I just wanted a good show. I wanted a great performance from the local talent, showcasing why this deserves to be where it's at. Right out of the gate, it did. Like I said, 8 amateur fights kind of worried me because just like in the MMA regionals in PA, the amateurs have to wear shin guards. With Muay Thai, they have to wear head protection as well. Is that going to damper the view or keep it growing? And I didn't find myself really missing much on the amateur side. Of course, the rounds are slightly shorter. There's some limitations. But I think, also having someone like Dan Aguiata who trains Muay Thai as the referee helped out a lot. Now, I don't know if Brian Miner does too. He was the secondary referee. But seeing Big Dan there was like, all right, we're going to get a real show here. And as it progressed, it was the proper matchmaking as well. Started off, as an intro, and the skill level kept growing with the amateur card as well. And then once you got to the main event of the prelim side, you were ready for the headgear to come off, the shin guards to come off, and to hit the pros. And that takes us right into round 3. The pros. 5 pro fights. Non-stop action. I think we only had 1 or 2 finishes. May have been wrong, maybe 3 or 4. Like I said, 13 fight card, plus I think there's like 4 other things going on last night. My screen was all full, so I didn't really get 100% focus on just this card itself. Which was another issue as well. I do want to go back and watch it. Don't know if the platform itself lets you. That's something I need to do. I would love to see maybe CFFC put this up for free on YouTube in 2-3 weeks. Let everyone kind of catch it for free, even though it was free live as well. But really, showcase what all went on at the 2300 Arena on Saturday. And just go right into the good, the bad, and the ugly. Basically, the good, great matchmaking. I don't know who the matchmaker is per se on this side. I do know the president of the Muay Thai division is Eddie Torres, who trains Muay Thai, has fought Muay Thai, has fought MMA, and has connections all around the tri-state area, if not globally. The guy gets around. Outside of that, Manny Fernandez, you see him at all the CFFC events doing photography. He also has photographed 4 Warriors Cup, so I knew the photos part wasn't going to be any concern. But outside of that, everything else hit. You had your CFFC production. You had Fred Cambria and the whole team who does all the CFFC shows, grappling shows, the match day shows, coming in and doing the Muay Thai. Slightly different, instead of having a cage or a mat, you have a ring. And nothing there was an issue. I thought everything looked great. I thought, even the camera angle from looking out from the ramp looked great for the tapes. And nothing to change there. The bad, the platform. That's honestly the only complaint on this entire card. The platform. First card, OnlyFans only. Which means if someone sees you gotta explain why you're on OnlyFans. You're not looking at some girl selling pictures of her asshole. You're not, some girl begging for a simp to buy her pictures or videos or anything like that. You're there to watch Muay Thai. As a marketer, I would have loved to see this on YouTube for free. Would have grabbed audiences right away. Especially when you look at the fact I think they maxed out at the one point as like 368 viewers. Bring that for free on YouTube, and I'm sure it would have grown 10x. As far as I know, last night, I know 3 people who watched it, including myself. Outside of course, people in the chat as well, but it was like myself, Isha from the City Life on YouTube. He was doing a watch along, which was weird because the only people that were watching it were me and him. Of course, he had his followers in the chat and all, but they weren't able to watch it because of the fact that no one wanted to sign up for OnlyFans. And even on his end, he even stated too, loved the show. Went in kind of with the same expectations of it's gonna be another A1 fiasco, or are we actually gonna get a good card? And at the end of the night, we both kind of said to each other, blew all of our expectations away. Can't wait for the next one. And and ideally this, maybe this travels as well, like the CFFC MMA, and then maybe he can catch one out in his area. But outside of that, the platform itself, OnlyFans is made for what you think it was made for. Quick, few-minute videos. Not hour-long live events. I can't wait until OnlyFans realizes that no matter what PR spin they try doing, you're not going to bring in a more general audience outside of what your base content is. I understand from the promotional side, you would get paid nothing on YouTube. You get something from OnlyFans. I get it, but it missed that area of being able to be widespread. I hope, I know like everyone else, I believe CFFC is in discussions right now to renegotiate and renew their Fight Pass contract. I hope this is included, or this is brought to another platform. I don't even care if it's Rumble at this point. Something that's not held where you have to have a credit card on file and where the name of the platform is associated to one thing completely irrelevant to the sport. And that brings it to the future. For the future, I would love to see this on a platform like Fight Pass. Now, I don't know if doing that, does that limit any of the fighters there from being signed to a bigger promotion? Is there a bigger promotion in Muay Thai? Is that something like a KSW for the kickboxing? Is that a one championship? I know like Warriors Cup does like the road to one. Does CFFC had a chance to take that over? And if so, does Fight Pass limit that? Is their contract going to be where you can't sign to something that's not the UFC? When the UFC doesn't have a Muay Thai division, they have MMA, and then they have Slap, which I just have to assume anyone who's doing Muay Thai is smart enough to not do Power Slap. That's not, I don't know if that's a limitation. That's something I would love to know. But, overall, 2-3 hours of an event. I think it started at 7. I think it wrapped about 10:30. I think it was like 3 fights in. I regret it not being there in person. I look forward to being there at the next one. But yeah, literally the only thing I would change is the platform. Let's get this on YouTube. Let's get this on even Rumble. More importantly, let's get it on an easily accessible website or platform like Fight Pass. But, that's my thoughts. That's it. Muay Thai 1, in my opinion, delivered everything I expected for an inaugural show. I'm sure the team picked up things that they want to do differently the next time out. I thought everything, John Morgan, of course, the voice of CFFC, coming back in there and being joined with Malcolm Hill, an actual Muay Thai fighter. You have the fan of the sport and the fighter of the sport. That's actually kind of what when CM Punk got brought in the CFFC itself, I said the same thing. I said, he may not be the high-level MMA fighter, but he trained. So he gets that secondary view. Having Malcolm on the mic added to John's fan view. Always room to grow, though, so I definitely look forward to the next one. If you did happen to check it out, though, I would love to know your opinions. Did you enjoy the show itself? Or, even more so, did the platform make you not watch it because of what the platform is known for? And would you watch it if this was on a YouTube or Fight Pass? Before, let me know in the comments. But more importantly, like, subscribe to this. I'm gonna start doing these more, a little more opinion video. Maybe predictions now as I grow. But like, subscribe, and ring that stupid little bell so you get notified when I do a new interview or a new video like this. Thanks for your time. Appreciate it.